cannot be allowed to exist
without the women and men that give them meaning. We need new heroes.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Tell us a little bit about how your Captain America, John Walker, is different than Steve Rogers.
John is just from a different era. He's a military man from a different era. He's a Marine from modern day warfare, where Steve was World War II. So the image of what a soldier is and was is very different. And John embodies a person who's really about getting the job done and not much else. The PR aspect of it is a new thing to him, and he's trying to balance everything, things that he hasn't had to balance before.
You had tried out for Captain America, the first Captain America. So what was it about, the role and the Marvel movies themselves that appealed to you?
First one was more of, I was joking. I was like, they cast a very wide net for the first Captain America, I'm sure, and everybody that auditioned for that, there were probably many people that auditioned for it, and I was really never in the running. I don't think, in my opinion, it was more of to bring me in to see if I could if I would crack under pressure, if I was good at acting at all, if I had any talent at all. I don't think I ever had a chance of actually getting the part. And then the second time around, I didn't even know it was for Captain America. I just thought it was, they don't tell you who it's for. So you get the part and then you kind of have to ask, who is it? So there wasn't much in the way of me, choosing anything about this kind of thing, other than that this time around, I did have questions whether or not I'd be able to do it, and whether or not I was the right guy for the role.
I spoke to some of your co-stars before the series aired. We didn't know a lot about the villains. We still don't know a lot about the villains. What can you tell us about the villains in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Because they don't seem all that bad yet.
They are people who, again, what Marvel does so well with the villains is that they're fighting for what they believe is good. They're fighting for their moral virtues. And everybody has different reasons to fight for what their morality may seem to be, and these villains are no different. They're interesting that way, and they I don't want to give too much away, but they pose a very different problem, a very more modern day issue because of how people communicate now, which Marvel brings into the show for Falcon, Bucky, and me. John Walker, to try and deal with, and trying to defeat the enemy is a little bit different now than it was in the past.
How does what's happening in Falcon and the Winter Soldier impact future Marvel projects? How is this sort of setting the stage for what's to come, both on TV and in the films?
That's above my pay grade question. I'm not sure. I'm sure they have master plans and people right now in basements across America, dungeons and undisclosed locations working on things, but I'm not privy to any of that information.
Wyatt, are you, now that you're part of the Marvel Universe in the MCU, are you going into, online forums and Reddit and reading all the fan theories? Are you keeping up with that kind of stuff? And are all the questions people might have, are they going to get answered?
No, I'm not doing that. I think that would probably be a mistake. I always liken it to like someone who has like a job working in an insurance company. It's like if everybody had an open forum to talk about how good or horrible they thought you were, it probably wouldn't do you much good in your job to go in and read it. It would be scary. So I stay away from it. I just don't read it. I'm sure it's very entertaining, and at the end of the day, where it goes from here, again, it's up to other people. It's up to the people who write in those forums, and that's what's it's fun. Go write whatever you want. It's kind of part of the fun of the whole MCU thing.
What about all the Easter eggs?
There's a ton of Easter eggs, all of which I don't even know. I'm probably wearing Easter eggs and don't know them. They probably have Easter eggs. Like they probably Easter egged me so that when I come back and I learned something. I go, oh my God, I was wearing an Easter egg all along. I know that people are going to take that and be like, what do you mean? And I honestly don't know. There's a ton, and people who are watching who are really into it are going to figure it out.
Controversial question. What's your favorite? I mean, you're new to this world. I assume you're going to be in it maybe for a while. So what's your favorite Marvel movie?
I think there's they're all great, and they are all great. And I hadn't seen all of them until I got the part. I went back and watched a bunch, and realized why they all made billions of dollars, because they're really good. I really liked Thor Ragnarok just because I like Taika Waititi's sense of humor. I liked the space, sort of Odyssey story. I like those kind of things, and I really liked it. I think that's my favorite one, Ragnarok.
Okay, thanks, Wyatt. I can't wait to see what comes this week and in the weeks to come.